What if, right now, the entire internet disappeared? No warning, no explanation. Across the planet, billions of invisible connections suddenly shut off. Cities still glow, lights stay on, but the digital lines tying the world together vanish. At first, it feels small. Your phone won't load. Your apps keep spinning. The Wi-Fi signal disappears. In cafes and homes, people refresh their screens, waiting, assuming it's temporary, but it isn't. Offices freeze mid-meeting. Video calls lock in place. Cloud systems fail to connect. Even massive data centers, still powered, still humming, can't move information. This isn't a power outage. It's a network silence. Within hours, the real impact begins. Card machines stop processing. ATMs can't reach banks. Modern payments depend on constant digital communication. And without it, transactions fail. The world isn't collapsing, but it's slowing down. Now the news confirms it. Anchors report a global internet outage. No region spared, no platform functioning. The world is offline. Inside offices, IT teams check cables. Servers are running. Power is stable. But the network layer, the invisible bridge between systems, is gone. Warehouses wait for instructions. Conveyor belts stop. Packages sit untouched. Modern supply chains depend on instant routing data. Without signals, movement pauses. Airports begin stacking delays. Planes can still fly safely. But scheduling systems struggle. Information normally travels faster than aircraft. Now doesn't move at all. Financial trading floors fall silent. Digital charts stop moving. Markets rely on real-time data. Without it, trading halts. Every second offline costs millions. Hospitals switch to backup procedures. Doctors write notes by hand. Most critical infrastructure has redundancy, but everything becomes slower. More manual, more fragile. Emergency services rely more on radio. Coordination continues, but the digital shortcuts are gone. Response systems feel the strain. Small businesses lose online sales. Freelancers can't deliver files. Retail stores shift to cash. A single day offline creates billions in losses worldwide, not from destruction, but from interruption. Social media feeds go dark. Notifications stop. The constant stream of updates disappears. For the first time in years, the digital noise fades. Teenagers sit together without screens. At first, it's awkward. Then someone starts talking, and slowly, conversation returns. At dinner tables, phones rest face down. Conversations last longer. Laughter replaces scrolling. Without distraction, people notice each other again. Radio stations see a surge. Voices travel through airwaves instead of fiber cables. Old systems feel strangely reliable. On a global scale, trade weakens. Shipping routes depend on digital coordination. Without constant updates, movement becomes cautious. Delayed, measured. Cargo ports pause operations. Cranes stand still. Containers stack higher. The world's physical goods are ready to move, but instructions never arrive. Beneath the ocean, fiber optic cables rest silently. They aren't damaged. They aren't broken. The signal simply isn't there. Across continents, engineers work nonstop, monitoring systems, tracing failures, coordinating through secure channels, because restoring global connectivity is not a simple switch. It's a synchronized effort across thousands of systems. Banks process transactions by hand. The paper forms return. Human verification replaces automation. The pace slows, but it continues. Physical cash becomes valuable, tangible, immediate. A reminder that not all systems are digital. Governments rely on independent communication networks, secure satellites, isolated systems. Critical infrastructure remains functional, worlds separated. Day turns to night. Shops close early. Cities feel quieter. The world is waiting. Then, a router light changes, from red to green. Across the planet, digital lines begin reconnecting. Signals travel again. Continents rejoin. The network breathes back to life. Phones light up. Messages flood in. Alerts stack endlessly. The silence breaks instantly. Trading floors reactivate. Graphs move again. Data flows. The global economy restarts. Warehouses resume. Conveyor belts hum. Trucks roll forward. Supply chains reconnect. Social platforms erupt. Reactions, posts, questions. The world rushes back online. But later that night, someone sits quietly by a window, phone in hand, thinking. Because the internet isn't visible, it has no shape, yet it wraps around the planet like an invisible web, supporting banking, medicine, transport, communication. Looks strong, but it's delicate. Billions of systems working in harmony. Remove it for one day, and the modern world begins to hesitate, not collapse, just pause. The internet feels like convenience, but it has become infrastructure, as essential as roads, as critical as electricity. And if 24 hours can slow the world this much, imagine longer. We are only one signal away from silence.